The following program is brought to you by the Internet Broadcasting Organization.
Hi guys, it's me, Tiffany Smith, your host of the Tiffany Smith 3.0 show. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to definitely thank my family and my friends. I want to thank TalkWatt Studios for seeing something in me and giving me an opportunity to express myself. I want to personally take the time to thank the most important person in my life, which is God Himself. Without Him, none of this is possible. So thank you guys, and just stick with it. So let's get right into it. Who is Tiffany Smith? Why am I watching this show? Who is this girl? What is she about? What does she want to do? Okay, every time I hear that question, it takes me back to a place where I was. Because for a long time, I didn't know who Tiffany Smith was. I knew that was my name. I knew I was born this way, and I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what to think I was or who to say. I didn't know anything. I was a chameleon. And when I say a chameleon, it means a chameleon, when it touches something, it turns the color of that whatever it is touching. I turn personalities, not colors. So if I saw someone and I like this person, okay, now I have to act like them. Now I have to be this person. Now I have to write like them, or drink what they drink, or dance how they're dancing, excuse me. So I didn't know. I never knew reality from fantasy. I never knew that because I was so busy trying to find who I liked the most and who I was going to stay the most. But as of right now, I am happy to announce that I know me. All of that molding and shaping, I was really just molding myself. I was molding my own personality. I have a voice now. I am my own person now. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I know what I like to eat. I know what I don't like to eat. I'm not this forced personality anymore, because that's what it was. It was a forced personality, and I'm not that person anymore. So a little about me, as you might not know from looking at me, but I am a mother. I have a 2-year-old. Well, he'll be 2 next week, actually. But I have a 2-year-old, my son. That little boy is my world. I mean, he is my absolute world. I can go on for days and months telling you how he has changed my world since he's been alive for these short 2 years. He's just brought me so much joy and happiness, and he's brought so much of me that I never knew was in me, knowing me or not knowing me. I never knew any of that was in me. I never knew I could love so hard and so unconditionally. I never knew unconditional love really meant until I met my son. But yes, I have a 2-year-old. I'm a mother. We're not going to spend too much time on him because, like I said, we can go on for days. I am just following a dream. That's what I'm doing. I had a dream, and I'm just trying to live it and live it to its fullest potential while I have the chance. And that's all I want to talk about, like just living and just being vibrant. But I wanted to create a show for people like me. And when I say people like me, I'm not talking about any specific race. I'm not talking about any specific gender or culture. I'm talking about people that have been through things that I've been through, that have experienced life as I have, or have experienced it a little bit differently, but want to share it and want to just know how to get through things and how can they seek help in anything. I just want to be a vessel to those people to let them know, hey, you're not the first person, you won't be the last, but here's how to get through it. Here's how we can work through it together. Here's how you find help for people that can help you if I can't, or if you think that there's no one that can help you. It's just a little bit about how the struggles I've been through in the short years I've been alive and how I've overcome each of them. And I just wanted to create this type of show, this type of empowerment show, to let people know to keep moving and never stop. Never stop, no matter what it is you may be facing. I just wanted to be that voice. Obviously, I am young, but I'm not only trying to reach out to the younger generation. I want to reach out to the old, to the middle class, like to everyone of any race, any culture, any gender, everyone all over the place. I want people to know how to keep going. And that's what this show is going to be about. Throughout the season, we'll talk about several different topics. Some will be comfortable, some will be fun, some will be not so comfortable, some won't be fun at all, some will be very edgy. Maybe we shouldn't. But we're going to talk about it and we're going to get through it. I want you guys to tune in each week. I want you guys to tell me what you're thinking. I want emails. I want phone calls. I want it all. I want to know when you're crying so I can cry. I've become very sensitive since I've had my son. I'm crying off of movies that I would have never cried for before, but I don't know, something's happened. Now I have a son, now I have a child. Everything about a kid is just like, oh, that could be me. So yes, I want to cry when you guys cry. I want to be there when you experience your first, whatever it may be, when you get engaged, whatever it may be, whatever good, bad, whatever it is that's going on in your life. I want to be there. I want to know I care. I want you guys to let me know and to just keep moving forward. Briefly, because we don't have a lot of time, so briefly we're going to talk on following your dreams and just never stopping. That's going to be the topic for today. You all will find out a little more and get a feel of who I am throughout the entire season, because like I said, we're going to talk about it all. Everything, we're going to talk about it. So you're gonna really know who I am by the end of this season. Really, you will. You will know exactly who she is. If I never knew before, you will know by the end of this first season. So just continue to keep watching and just pray that everything goes smoothly. But on to our topic on following your dreams. What is your dream? That's what really it comes down to. What's your passion? A lot of times, it's not easy every time to say, okay, yeah, I have a passion for this, and to just go do it. That's not reality. That's not how it works. You have to have some sort of passion or something that you can work towards. And, something that may seem unrealistic to people, but in your mind is realistic. A dream is just reality waiting to happen. So what's your dream? What do you want to do? Back when I was younger, I used to want to be a singer, a dancer, and a gymnast. All of that in one. I just wanted to be this multi-talented girl that was going to make it because I thought that I could. And then somehow or another, that didn't happen. I couldn't sing. I'm not a singer. I mean, I think I can hold a tune, but if you ask the people around me, they're going to tell you otherwise. But who cares what they say, right? I'm not a dancer. I mean, I can do a little something, but I'm not so much of this dancing girl. I'm not going to be in the middle of the floor that everyone's watching, because that's just not me. I'm not that girl. I can't keep up that type of rhythm. I can try, but after a while, I'm going to get tired and I'm not going to want to do that anymore. My body cannot bend like a gymnast. I'm taking yoga now for that purpose. My body cannot bend like a gymnast. And so all of these things back when I was younger, it was just like, okay, well, I can't do this. I can't do that. I don't have the money for this. I grew up in a single parent household. So money was a bit of an issue, and I couldn't do everything that I would have just loved to do. But yeah, gymnastics was expensive. So I can't do all of these things that come with what I can't do. I never focused on the things that I actually could do, which was I could have kept trying to sing. I could have taken voice lessons. You know, there's plenty of people out there that know how to sing, and I knew a lot of people that knew how to sing, but I never stopped to ask myself, well, why didn't I just ask them to teach me how to sing? Why didn't I just ask them if they can tell me if I sound good? Why didn't I just do this? The same goes with dancing. I knew several people growing up who knew how to dance. I never stopped to think, well, why don't I just ask this person, hey, teach me a couple dance moves, and then I can put all of the moves that they taught me into one and make my own dance. I never thought to do that or keep working at that. As far as gymnastics goes, that was a fly by the wall thing. Like, I was not having it. I was not having it. Even if I thought someone could teach me, I didn't think that I was capable of doing it myself. So that was a no-go from the beginning. And so all of these things, I talked myself out of all of these things. And then it didn't stop. Once I got to college, I went to college with the mindset of I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a pharmacist. I was like, okay, well, maybe being a doctor is a little too long for me. It's too far-fetched for me. You know, who am I to be a doctor? Like, would someone actually take me serious? Like me, I'm just Tiffany, whoever she was at that time. You know, I'm just me. Who's going to take me serious as a doctor? So I said, okay, maybe I can become a pharmacist. It's not as much schooling, but I still be in the medical field, which is where essentially I wanted to be at that time. Well, where I thought I wanted to be. Again, that was another thing. Like, all of my friends were going towards the medical field, and at that time, I was, okay, well, I'm going towards the medical field. Everyone's going to the left. I'm going to go to the left too, because I can't get left behind. I don't know what's behind to get left. Like, I can't be that person. So I'm going right where everyone else goes. And I took a couple classes as far as like the medical field and pharmacy goes. As far as getting into med school, I took a few classes my freshman year of college. And let's just say the medical field was not for me. It wasn't for me. I took the classes. The classes intimidated me. They were way too hard. And I wasn't willing to work that hard to get there. So they weren't for me. So now I'm trying to figure out, okay, where do I go? Because my friends that I was trying to follow are gone. Like, now I am left behind. And now what do I do now that I'm left behind? Because I don't know who I am to, like, stand by myself. I can't stand alone, because who am I to stand alone? Like, I've always been attached to someone. So now that no one's there, who do I attach myself to? Well, that was me finding myself, and I figured out, hey, I can go to a meteorology route. I love the weather. I love how everything works. I love how nature works and works itself out. I don't particularly like being in nature. Like, I will never take a hike. Maybe one day, but not as of right now. I'm not taking a hike. This girl is not walking through woods. It's not happening. So I was like, okay, I love nature. I love how nature works. Let me try to figure out how this works. So I took a couple med classes, fell in love with it, and decided this is where I'm going to be. I go back to the same friends that I was following, and they're like, why are you in meteorology classes? What makes you a meteorologist? Like, why is this what you're gonna do. Like, only dweebs and dorks do meteorology. You're the only person that's somewhat cool in your major. And for the first time in my life, I felt that my answer was genuine. I felt that I was talking for myself when I told them, this is what I want to do. This is what I love to do. Yes, I may be the only person that's somewhat cool in my major, but this is what I love. This is who I am, or this is who I'm becoming, shall I say. And it felt good to just get that off of my chest, to know, hey, this girl has a voice now, and her voice is going to be heard. Tiffany Smith has a voice, and she knows who she is and what she's going to do and everything. And everything was just like, oh, everything that pertained to meteorology was like, yeah, this is what it is. This is how it goes. And I was so excited that I finally had a personality that I can claim my own. Every time someone asked me about meteorology, I was quick to answer. Every time someone didn't ask me about meteorology, I related it back to meteorology because that's something I knew. And now I was finding out, okay, this is who I know. This is what I know. And everyone got sick of that. So they're like, I wish you just would have stayed in the medical field so now we all can talk, because now we're sick of hearing about your meteorology talk. And I was sick of hearing about all of their doctor talk because that wasn't me anymore. But I say all of that to say, you may have to think, sometimes you may have to go through a lot of things, but never give up. Find out what it is you want to do for yourself and go for it. It's not that you wake up one day and you're just going to go and become this person. It's that you work towards it each day to become that person. Every day I used to think, and this was recently, I used to think, man, if I was just a multimillionaire, this will be easier, right? No, that's not right, because even though they have the funds to get there, the work doesn't change. The workload doesn't change. They still have to work just as hard each and every day, making sure that everything goes according to their schedule. So I say that to say, work at it and continue to work at it. And never stop working at it. When you stop, you give yourself time to think about things and think about it. When you don't think about it, you just go full-fledged with it. Whether it may be something that people think is crazy or not, it's your dream, it's your reality. Live it and just go for it. I mean, there are certain obstacles in my life that you're going to learn about throughout the season that people might have thought, she should have given up a long, long time ago. Why is she still trying? What makes her want to still try? I mean, at this point, like, I would have just threw in the towel. And don't get me wrong, nothing is worth throwing in the towel. Like, there's obstacles that are hard and they make you want to give up, and they psych yourself out, and you're thinking, well, I mean, it's not going to happen anyway. Nothing that's worth working for, nothing that's worth it is going to be easy. Nothing that's worth working for is going to be easy. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry. It's not going to be easy, but no one ever said it was going to be easy. No matter what you believe in, what you think, like what religion you follow, nothing that is worth working for is going to be easy, but it's tangible. You can get it. You can take it and love it and make it yours, make it your own. So I just want you guys to know that keep pushing, keep moving, because it will pay off. It will pay off. This is a dream. My passion, I figured out, I love TV. I love to watch TV. Like, that is a guilty pleasure. I love to watch TV. There's times that I'm watching TV and I know I should be doing something a little more productive. But that's what I love to do. I love, love, love TV. So when I got the opportunity to be on TV, I'm like, oh, I'm taking it. And I'm not stopping. Nothing is going to stop me. Nothing is going to get in my way. There may be things that I think, oh, okay, this is a stumbling block, because this is a roadblock. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that out the way, and I'm going to keep treading through it. I'm going to just push it, move it out my way, and I'm going to keep going through it. because nothing should stop you and get in your way. People, when I was in college, there was a lady, and I'll never forget, she was 68 years old. She sat in the front of the classroom. She sat in the front of the classroom in the front row, right in front of the teacher. And I'm thinking, man, what's this lady doing in here? Like at this point, I was 20, maybe 21, and I'm thinking, what's this lady doing in here? Like her time is long gone. And so I started talking to her one day, just getting to know who she was, because I'm like, I want to know her story. Like, why? What makes her, like, why are you in this class with us that were like in our prime ages? Why are you here? Not in a negative way. I just wanted to know, like, what made you want to be in this surrounding. So I get to talking to her, and she says, she said that she became a mother very young in her teens, and that she was married very young. She was married off very young. Her husband was choosing for her. She didn't get the chance to pick who she wanted to marry. So she was married young. She had children young. She said that she was poverty stricken for mostly all of her life. She grew up poor, and when she had her children and everything, they didn't have a lot of money. Her husband worked as a carpenter or something around there. He was a carpenter, and she was a maid. She cleaned houses, and she didn't make a lot doing that because she had 4 children, and she had to make a way for them. And basically, between her and her husband, they made about $12,000 a year, is what she told me. And I said, well, what makes you want to, stay and go through it? She said, I've always wanted a degree. I never got the chance to do it, giving everything that was handed to her, like all of her situations that she encountered. She never got the chance to get that degree. And she said she's just always wanted it. She's always wanted to earn a degree. And she said, I'm going to get my degree no matter what. And she looked at me straight in the eye and she said, don't let anything ever stop you. You're a minority. This is what she told me now. She said, you're a minority. So people might try to think that you have it harder. But no, you work harder to prove that they're wrong. And she said, don't ever, ever let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Because you can and you will. Look at me. And at that moment, I knew that whatever I had been through was nothing compared to this lady. Like I wasn't married off. I didn't have kids in my teens, so it's like whatever it is that you're working towards, just go for it. I want to give you homework. Yes, I hate homework, but I mean, you have to do it. Everyone hates homework, but you have to do it. So what I want you guys to do, whatever you write in, if you write in a journal, if you write on just paper, whatever it is you write on or in, like if you don't journal, get one. Whatever it is you have, a notebook, whatever. I want you to make a column, 2 columns. On one side, I want you to put short-term dreams. And on the other side, I want you to put long-term dreams. And you write down each of your dreams. Like, it doesn't matter as how many years it extends to. Just write down, this is what I've always wanted to do. This is what I love. This is what I will do. This is what I am doing. Just write it down. Date the paper. Each and every day, work towards getting to one of your dreams, if not all of them. Work towards each and every day. Each and every day, do something towards your dreams. Do something to get you closer to your dreams. Now, understand that it won't be easy. It's going to take a lot of work. Even the multimillionaires they do a lot of work to get where they are and to get what they have. So work towards it. My dream, since I love TV, I want to be a producer. I want to write screenplays and produce them and create them and everything like that. So what did I do? I wrote a play. I've written several now. Okay, well, the play takes money and I don't exactly have so much to put towards it. So the way I do it, I save up little by little. I have a budget because I'm not one of those, I'm not one of those multimillionaires yet. So I have a budget and I work towards it. I put little by little aside so that I can get to that place that I'm trying to get to, which is becoming an executive producer of my own stuff. So everything, I say that everything is not going to work for you. Everyone can't save money. It's just not everyone's reality. And I get it, because for a long time that wasn't my reality. It wasn't that I didn't want to save, it's just that I didn't have enough to put towards saving. So that's not everyone's reality, but you find something that works for you, that's going to get you to where you want to be, and you just go for it each and every day. Do not stop. When you stop, you give yourself time to psych itself out. So do not stop. Keep going each and every single day, and don't give up. And I want to close each and every one of my shows with a quote. This one is a little tweaked, it goes a little bit differently. And I want to end by saying the only thing to fear is fear itself. Guys, stay blessed and stay encouraged. Please tune in next week for the Tiffany Smith Show. Bye.
This program was brought to you by the Internet Broadcasting Organization, setting the standard for new media broadcasting.